Hey, what's up? So I am making a video really quick, and I just got back from ministering at it is West McKinley Assembly of God Church in Fresno, and I had a really good time. The Castillos were the pastors there, and that was a surprise because I actually knew them when I was a teenager, so that was really cool that I ran into them after quite a few years in seeing them, and I walked in and I was like, wow, oh my gosh, I know you guys. So I thought that was pretty cool. God, definitely has divine appointments. I told Mrs. Castillo that like for years I kept dreaming about them, and I had no idea why, but I do know that I was in a church today and I went and got to share my testimony and sing, and it was really cool because it's it's a big deal, when you're trying to just be transparent in front of people and let them know where you come from, and just relaxing and letting God, just take over. And God is so awesome because He really showed up, just helped and, relaying what I could remember in just a little bit of time, that I had to share, what was like most important to talk to them about. And God is really good, because He's really delivered me and taken me from like a lot of things. And I just real quick, told them about, how I got saved at a really young age at 7 years old, and before I even got saved, I used to feel like this presence over me. Like when I would cry beside my bed, I used to feel like somebody was watching me, and I really believe it was God, like trying to reach me and let me know, that He was there. And when I was 7 years old, and I asked Him in my heart, it was a really big deal, because I wanted God in my heart. I didn't know Him exactly, but I knew somebody was there because I could feel Him. And then when I was like 8 years old was the first time I ever got slain in the Spirit, and that was pretty amazing because I used to see it on TV all the time. My dad and my stepmom would like watch like Christian channels, and there would be like, services where people would get slain in the Spirit because God's Spirit would fall on them. So when I was 8 years old, that's what I wanted. I wanted to experience that. So in their living room, a pastor that was over and this other person and my parents, they put their hands on me and they started praying, and I had my arms open, I got my head down and I'm waiting, I'm anticipating, and sure enough, God showed up. A big old mighty wind came over me and I fell on the ground and I was out for a while, and it was like the most peaceful, awesome experience because I felt so good. And like when I was coming back out of it, it's like my hearing like wasn't really there, and I was like coming back, you could start to hear, the voices of everybody in the living room. It was like everything was in a distance, and I just kind of like woke up and I was like, whoa, what happened to me? And it was amazing because it was God, He touched me, and it was a wind that was so big like you could not stand on your feet. Like it just felt like a big wave, but it was wind, and it just came and swept me over, and it was amazing. And like at that age, 8 years old, I knew God was real. That encounter with God left such an imprint in my life. So I talked about that tonight at the church. So that's just a really short clip of that experience. But tonight was really amazing. It was a blessing to be able to go out there and speak. But stay tuned because I want to share more stuff, God has done in my life. And if God is not in your life yet because you haven't let Him in, I just want to encourage you, to just ask Him. You don't gotta be like all with these big old words before God. He hears simple prayers. He hears simple words. Ask Him. Say, God, I want You to show up in my life. I want You to be, all that You are in my life, and I want You just to take over. And watch what God will do. Watch the things He'll do. It's awesome because every person's walk is so different, and God does so many amazing things. Like every time He does anything for me, I'm always put in awe. And tonight was just one of those nights where the service was, powerful, and it left me in awe. That's the reason why I'm recording, because God is just amazing, and I just want to testify, to anybody out there. Ask Him in your heart. If you backslidden, go back, because it's not too late. Anyways, all right, I'm out. Give you guys an almost 5-minute little speech. So hit me up, give me some comments. I will be back with other testimonies. God bless.